You're not lazy. You're not unmotivated. You're not behind because you lack discipline. You're stuck because of something nobody warned you about. And it's been happening every single day, quietly, in the background of your life. Most people think feeling stuck is a mindset problem. Fix your thoughts. Fix your life. Read the right books. Say the right affirmations. But here's what nobody tells you. Your routine is not just a schedule. It's a machine. And right now, that machine might be producing exactly the wrong output. Let me show you what I mean. The hidden trap. Picture this. You wake up, scroll your phone for 20 minutes, rush through getting ready, maybe eat something, get to work or class, come back exhausted, eat, scroll again, sleep late, repeat. Sound familiar? That's not a bad day. That's a system. And systems produce consistent results. Not because they're intentional, but because they're automatic. The problem isn't that you're doing bad things. The problem is that you're doing neutral things every single day and wondering why your life feels stuck in neutral. There's a trap embedded in normal. Normal routines are designed, by default, not by design, to maintain the status quo. Wake up reactive. Consume information created by other people. Spend your best mental hours surviving your environment instead of building anything. Then feel guilty at night for not doing more. Sound like the last 6 months of your life. Here's what makes this dangerous. You don't feel it happening. Comfort is a slow poison. It doesn't hurt. That's exactly why it works. The science. There's a researcher named Wendy Wood at the University of Southern California who spent decades studying habits. Her finding? Roughly 43% of your daily behavior is not conscious decision-making. It's automatic. You're running on habit loops, cue, routine, reward, without ever choosing to. What that means is simple. Your identity is not built by what you intend to do. It's built by what you repeatedly do without thinking. And here's where it gets uncomfortable. If you repeatedly wake up reactive, phone first, no intention, no direction, your brain starts to encode reactivity as your default state. Not laziness, not stupidity, just pattern. Your nervous system is doing exactly what it was trained to do. The good news? Training goes both ways. You don't need a complete life overhaul. You need surgical changes, small, specific, strategic, in the right places. 5 of them. The 5 fixes. Fix 1. Own the first 20 minutes. I used to start every morning by checking my notifications before my feet hit the floor. And I told myself it was just staying updated. But what I was actually doing was handing the first and most neurologically fresh part of my day to other people's agendas. Your cortisol peaks in the first hour after waking. This is called the cortisol awakening response. That spike exists to prime your brain for focused attention. Most people waste it on Instagram. The fix is not a complicated morning ritual. It's one rule. No phone for the first 20 minutes. That's it. Sit with yourself. Think. Write one sentence about what matters today. You're not meditating. You're just reclaiming your own mind before the world gets to it. Fix 2. Schedule your hardest task before noon. Ego depletion is real. Roy Baumeister's research showed that self-control and decision-making draw from a limited cognitive resource, and that resource depletes as the day progresses. By 3 p.m., your willpower is running on fumes. Stop saving your most important work for when you have energy later. Later never comes. Do the one thing that actually moves your life forward first, before email, before meetings, before distractions. Even 30 minutes. You'd be surprised what 30 minutes of undivided cognitive effort compounds into over a year. Fix 3. Add a transition ritual. Most people move from task to task like they're flipping channels. Noble faire. Notice it. The result is that stress from one part of your life bleeds into the next. One simple fix, a 5-minute transition ritual between major blocks of your day. Close your laptop. Step outside. Drink water slowly. Walk around. This isn't self-care fluff. It's context switching for your nervous system. Research on context-dependent memory shows your brain encodes information differently based on environment and mental state. A micro-reset helps you show up fully to the next thing instead of carrying residue from the last. Fix 4. Replace consumption time with creation time, even once a week. Here's a number. The average young person spends 4 to 6 hours daily consuming content. Videos, reels, podcasts, triats. None of that is wrong. But if you spend 0 hours creating, writing, building, practicing, producing anything, you are permanently living in someone else's story. You don't need to become a content creator, but making something, anything, once a week builds a part of your identity that pure consumption never can. A sense of agency, a relationship with your own output. Start small. Stay consistent. Fix 5. End your day with a 2-minute review. Not journaling, not gratitude lists. Just 2 questions every night. What did I actually do today? What do I want to do differently tomorrow? This matters because of something called implementation intentions, a concept from psychologist Peter Gollwitzer. When you mentally rehearse a specific action linked to a specific context, you dramatically increase the likelihood of executing it. Asking yourself, what do I want to do differently tomorrow, isn't just reflection. It's preloading your brain with an instruction set for the next day. 60 seconds. That's all it takes. Here's the reframe I want to leave you with. You've been thinking about change as a destination, some future version of yourself who finally has it together. But that's not how behavior works. That version of yourself doesn't arrive one day and take over. It's assembled, piece by piece, routine by routine, day by day. The person you're trying to become is not ahead of you. They're inside the choices you make between waking up and going to sleep. Not the dramatic choices, the invisible ones. The 20 minutes in the morning, the task you do first, the way you end your day. You're not stuck because you're not capable. You're stuck because no one ever handed you the specific blueprint. Well, now you have it. The question isn't whether this will work. The question is whether you'll take it seriously enough to try. If this video made something click for you, even one thing, I need you to do something right now. Not later. Right now. Drop one word in the comments that describes the routine habit you're committing to change. One word. That's it. Because the moment you name it, it becomes real. And if you know someone who's been feeling stuck, not unmotivated, not lazy, just stuck, send them this video. It might be exactly what they needed to hear. Like if this hit different. Subscribe if you want more content that actually respects your intelligence. I'll see you in the next one.